Hi, and welcome back to the second hour of Free for All Friday on Focal Point AFR Talk. Brian Fisher is my name. Good to have you back with us. Don't forget 8 Days of Hope 11 coming up July 12 through 19 in northeast Mississippi. Tupelo ravaged by a tornado on April 28, July 12 through 19. 8 Days of Hope recruiting volunteers to come to Tupelo. Meals will be provided. Lodging will be provided. We just need your expertise, your labor, good strong backs, your talent. If you're a carpenter, plumber, electrician, drywall finishers, painters, and especially roofers. And if you don't have those skills, you can help get supplies. You can help get supplies to where they are needed for the craftsmen to do the work. So go to 8daysofhope.com for more information. That's the number 8. You can also get there if you spell it out, 8daysofhope.com, spell it out, or just the number 8 will get you to the website. You can sign up to become a volunteer. Well over 1,000 volunteers now. This could be one of the biggest 8 Days of Hope projects yet. Over 3,000 homes were damaged within a 60-mile radius of Tupelo, 700 in the city of Tupelo itself. So 8 Days of Hope will be here. Go to 8daysofhope.com, and you can become a part of that. Now, clip number 2, this is Chuck Todd on NBC, and he's talking about these confusing signals that are coming out of the White House about exactly what has happened. The story keeps changing about Bergdahl, why they had to do what they did. Their lies continue to unravel. They say, well, we had to hustle him up because he was in such bad shape physically, and then we see him walking unaided to the helicopter. Okay, well, no, that wasn't the reason. The reason was we were afraid the Taliban was going to kill him. Well, why would the Taliban kill their bargaining chip? That makes absolutely no sense. And it was the Taliban that was initiating the conversations about swapping prisoners for Bergdahl. They're not about to kill him. He's their bargaining chip. He's the bird in the hand. So that lie began to unravel. All of it just beginning to fall apart, served with honor and distinction. That clearly turned out to be not true. But President Obama is not backing down 1 square inch. Here's Chuck Todd's report. Clip 2.
We still haven't heard a clear explanation from aides traveling with the president about why the White House story changed today, other than chalking it up to media leaks. But the president himself is standing firm behind every part of his decision, including keeping Congress out of the loop. At the G7 in Brussels today, the president again stood firmly behind his decision.
I make absolutely no apologies for making sure that we get back a young man to his parents, and that the American people understand that this is somebody's child.
And he echoed previous statements that Sergeant Bergdahl's failing health was the reason for the secrecy and speed of the mission.
We had a prisoner of war whose health had deteriorated, and we were deeply concerned about, and we saw an opportunity, and we seized it.
For his part, the president was dismissive of his critics and the political firestorm that's erupted.
I'm never surprised by controversies that are whipped up in Washington. I think it was important for people to understand that this is not some abstraction. This is not a political football.
But with regard to his legal statutory obligation to give Congress 30 days notice before a swap like this, which he flagrantly disobeyed, as President Richard Nixon would say.
Well, when the president does it, that means that it is not illegal.
All right, that is, so that's Barack Obama channeling Richard Nixon. Now, let's drop down to clip number 4. This is Harry Reid being asked by Manu Raju of Politico about the fact that Barack Obama did not fulfill a statutory obligation to give Congress 30 days notice. In fact, Harry Reid was the only one that knew about this while it was going on. He was it. Out of 435 members of Congress, Harry Reid apparently was the only one that President Obama communicated with about what was going on. And Harry Reid, still to this day, to my knowledge, is the only elected official in Congress, the only congressman or senator that's actually defending Barack Obama. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand something here. President Obama is in big, big trouble on this. He's in way more trouble than even he realizes. He has no idea the depth of the sinkhole into which he has stepped. So here's Senator Harry Reid talking with Manu Raju about the way this rolled out.
The way this is rolled out, do you think the White House could have done a better job looping in Congress during these negotiations?
Listen, Manu and everyone here, the timeline was very, very brief here. This has nothing to do with the briefing that was down in the classified briefing. We all know that the president had a very short period of time to make a decision. He made a decision to bring him home, and I'm glad he did. Because in my opinion, based on nothing that went in the classified briefing, in my opinion, every day that he was there was a day closer to his dying.
How come it seems that you were the only one who got a heads up the day before?
I'm not sure I'm the only one. I mean, it's made a big deal over nothing. The whole deal is it Friday or Saturday? What difference does it make? What difference does it make?
That's Harry Reid channeling Hillary Clinton. And again, with regard to President Obama's legal obligation, statutory obligation to give 30 days notice to Congress, as Richard Nixon would say.
Well, when the president does it, that means that it is not illegal.
Now, I think, as I mentioned before, I believe that President Obama is in bigger trouble even than he knows, because the left is not defending him here. Democrat elected officials are not defending him. So far, the only one, I'm serious about this, the only one that I can find that is actually defending President Obama and his decision here is Harry Reid. He's the only one that was informed. He's the only one that's sticking up for President Obama. Everybody else has bailed on him on this deal. Now, here's Rudy Giuliani, clip number 3. Here's what his assessment is of what's going on right now in the Obama White House.
I think they're in a state of utter panic. These charges are disgraceful. To say that these men who have been on your channel and others, on CNN, other places, sure, to say that they're lying, which is what they're saying by swift boating, because from their point of view, the swift boating was a lie. I'm not sure it was, but from their point of view, it was. So they're saying all these men are liars. These are men who did serve honorably, who did put their lives at risk. Some of them are decorated, and it's a lot of them who are saying the same thing.
So that's Rudy Giuliani. They're in a panic. And remember, President Obama said, look, that's somebody's child. And it was striking to me how many times he used the word child. Like Bergdahl is this infant, like this helpless infant that has to be managed and has to be fed and has to be carried. He was not a child. He's a grown man. But anyway, he says, look, we had to go get him because he's somebody's child. Well, President Obama, so were the 6 soldiers who were killed trying to rescue Bo Bergdahl. They, every one of them, were somebody's child. What about them? Where's the compassion? Where's the concern for them? Marine Sergeant Tom Aresi, holed up in a Mexican rat hole of a prison. He is someone's child. We've met her. We've seen her on television. The 4 who died in Benghazi, every one of them was someone's child. We've seen their parents on television talking about the impact. Where is the concern for those children? Focal Point and AFR Talk. We'll be back with more, including your calls, after these messages. Stay with us.
Here's Twyla Brace, president of CCHF, with today's Health Freedom Minute.
I have a story to share about why you should not depend on Medicare for coverage. A respected home health publication reports that state health departments are using belligerent tactics to shut down Medicare-certified home health agencies. The editor says he's been warning agencies for 2 years that the feds would like to eliminate 25 to 50% of the agencies. The editor told the story of a state-contracted surveyor who has told patients their nurses are providing substandard care, said the state will shut down the certified agency, and refused to leave despite patient demands to do so. State officials refused to take action against the surveyor, instead advising home health staff to prepare their resumes.
Learn more about protecting your healthcare choices. Sign up for the CCHF Weekly E-News Update at cchfreedom.org. That's cchfreedom.org.
For Christians, the new healthcare law presents some difficult moral dilemmas. Every insurance plan is now required to cover things like the morning after pill. So if you don't want your healthcare dollars funding procedures or prescriptions that go against God's design, what should you do? Fortunately, the law allows believers a better choice. MediShare. It's Christians across America who share each other's medical bills. It's affordable. Family options average around $300 a month. Best of all, you never pay for things that break God's heart. MediShare is a healthcare choice for life.
Learn how thousands of Christians can help you save on your health care. For your free information guide, call 855-PSALM-23. Not available in Montana.